Hello, welcome back. And this video is about why you feel lost right now. And I want to say, it doesn't feel like you're completely lost. It just feels like I need direction. I need someone to tell me what the fuck is going on in the energy because it's so dang confusing. I want you to understand there are like two yous right now. There are two yous. And it's funny because I did one hand and I didn't do the other. There's like two distinct different yous. You're used to one. You're used to knowing how it works. It's covered over. You understand. The patterns are there. It looks like you. It looks like you. And there's one that you're working on, that you're in progress doing, but it has a cool little medallion. It has a fuck you to the old world. It has a we're gonna fucking go. We're gonna fucking do this, and it's not gonna be dependent or codependent on anyone else's idea or plan, or you're not doing things for anybody else. Like, you really aren't. Because, okay, let me just say, this ring represents shadow work. It's a part of a face kind of integrating back together, but half the face is still missing. It's all around is aspects of you. Everybody has multiple personalities. Everybody has multiple fractured aspects of themselves. If we can understand, you feel one way when you're alone. You feel one way when you're with people. You feel one way about certain things. And we don't understand how to communicate those things to ourselves even sometimes. You invalidate feelings that you have and you go, I shouldn't be feeling that. I shouldn't be feeling that. Oh, those thoughts are crazy. That's just crazy. Why am I being so crazy? But that's you invalidating yourself. You have to understand where the root of that came from. You have to understand that there's literally nothing crazy about you. No matter if you have obsessive thoughts, if you have, like, you're just like obsessed with things, like you literally just, you need to accomplish something. And you just keep running into these things. You get depressed because you just can't do it. Okay, I want to tell you, there was a concept before in my phone. It stopped working. I ran out of memory, and now this is the message coming back again. You are in a loving relationship with your life. Okay, everyone wants connection. Like, everyone wants connection, but do you understand you have to be able to express things to yourself first and get in a lot of different interactions so that, or multiple attempts to interact, so that you could actually learn how and what you need, what makes you feel uncomfortable, what makes you feel comfortable, what did you sense if they were making fun of you, did, like, what makes you feel comfortable, and then the things that you feel what is it within me that I'm insecure about? What is it within me? Like, instead of just blaming the outside world for your problems, oh, she did that, she did this, and this is why we don't, blah blah blah, and this is why we can't go here, blah blah. No, it's like, what in you? What is it in you? What is it that you're creating on a level that is making this experience appear in your life? So yeah, we like to think big like that, but on every single level, your coworkers, different things that happen. Are you going to force your way? Are you going to force your way into your creations to win at the expense of hurting another? That's not like what love is. That's not what like acceptance is. Like, real love is like for yourself and for others too. Is like this patience. You don't force yourself to go do something that you don't want to do. Like, if you're being really loving, what you should be doing is sitting in, and this is just a channel, I'm not saying that you should be, just take anything that resonates with you within this message, but I'm just saying what I do is sit with those aspects of me. Oh, I'm feeling this, and I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this, and I'm feeling this. I want to go here, and I want to go do this thing, but I'm also in this space. So before you go and do something, or avoid making the choice to do something, or doing, before you do any physical action, I'm convening with myself internally, and I can feel the things. Let's see what the other thing is. Yeah, it's like a stunting of action. Reverse Knight of Wands. It's like a stunting of action, and then this like beautiful, loving feeling where you're wanted and accepted, and you're I can't even. It's like out of focus. That may be okay. Sometimes when you're focusing on something so much, it doesn't ever change. That's what creates reality, is when you focus on something. You understand that reality is material, so we see it as material, so it is material to us. If we want kind of expansive energies, the main thing is that we want to feel expanded. We want to feel positive emotions. Happiness, joy, laughter is a response to that, but like appreciation, love. We want to feel these positive emotions. So what kind of condition is it that you would say, I need a person in my life to feel, I need a person in my life in a romantic sense to feel the feeling of love? That's a condition. So and you may be subconsciously creating this. You may have to say no to a lot of different things so that you are able to actually allow in what you want and what you are most aligned with. So, hey honey. Hey honey. I was like, I want a family. I was like really missing like when I had a girlfriend and 2 dogs, and myself, and I was like, I just want to like cook for like a family right now. Like I just want to like be in a family. And then I'm like, I have a fucking family. I got my cat and my dog and me, and I'm cooking, and my candles are on, and I'm chilling. Well, they're not on right now, but like I usually have my candles on. I have my lights going, and it's chilling. I'm talking, like, well, to people outside. There were some people outside, and like, why withhold those loving feelings until you have what you want, or what you perceivingly want? You want aspects of that. It's the feeling that you want. So let's acknowledge that is what we actually want, is those feelings, because otherwise you have a condition on those other people to make you feel the way that you want to feel, and that's not how things work. Like that's dependency, and like you don't want to be dependent. You could be interdependent, which means like you can learn how to trust people and you can learn how to have them be an integral part of your life. But when you're thinking about your life, your path forward, your aspirations, and like what you want to feel on a daily basis, you want to change things in your life. The fundamental aspect of that is how you're feeling with your life during the day, and how you're feeling in the moments that no one's looking, no one's there. Are you operating the same way? And I was thinking to myself today, and kind of I talk out loud to myself too, to like make sure that I'm expressing, because I was so confined, and like from basically like elementary school to like beginning of high school, I was like really muted. Like I felt like a mute. Like I did not say much at all. Not to the degree that I wanted to say things. Like I had a lot more to say than I was really holding back, and the expression was really hard for me. And now I feel like I don't want to over express, and this could be relating to you somehow, but I want to be authentic in each aspect of my life. That doesn't mean that you're always happy. That doesn't mean that you're always loving, like you're in this unconditional loving. No, that doesn't mean that, because if you're being authentic, you are honoring each part of yourself. So you're not saying things from the highest point of view when you feel like shit about it. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm learning how to do that. I'm learning how to be honest. like with everything that's going on. And it's contradicting. And that's why it's confusing. It might even be confusing to be my friend or like be with me right now, because and this might be how you're feeling. It's like it might be confusing. You're creating all these things, but they're not exactly what you want. You're like, I can create pretty good. Like I can create pretty quickly. But it's not exactly what I want. And I think I'm focusing on the wrong things. It's like I want this for myself. I want this because I had this idea my whole life. I feel like you guys have this idea of what you want. I don't think it's money. I don't think it's money. I think it's a I was gonna say relative connection, but that's not right. It's like a soul family recognition. Like it's like it could be a group, it could be multiple people, it could be one person, but you're like looking for this soul. You're looking for this soul like deep within you, this purpose. It could be a purpose. It could be a career. It could be something that you're looking for. And it's right within you. It's right there within you. It's you. It's literally materially you. And it's funny because you just can't see it quite yet. Like it's just out of reach. You're starting to see the possibilities of what your life could be. And you're kind of like, you're looking forward, but you feel your emotional body. You feel like this confusing, naive energy in your mind. Like you are naive to the you that you're stepping into, and you understand how much power that is and how much you're going to be embodying that, and how different things will be when you're embodying that. You won't take shit. You're gonna just get up and leave if you don't like the vibe. You're not gonna people please not 1 second. You don't have time to. It's not like a scarcity thing, but it's just you don't have like. Yeah, you're gonna be collaborating. You've done fucking hard ass fucking work because of a fucking tower moment that you had to fucking go through. It was not easy, okay? Not easy. What you fucking went through was not fucking easy. And no one's really gonna understand that. Except for you. And you have to recognize and look back and be like, oh no. Nope. 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 Didn't go through all this pain for nothing. Didn't go through these lessons for nothing. It's not about hating. It's not about hating. It's not about burning everything down. Okay. It's where am I and what did I go, where you're seeing where the power is in each situation. Yeah, you're seeing you're nurturing your reality to be able to all right, I just want to straight up channel this. Like, listen, you're seeing where you're seeing your strengths, your weaknesses, and you're starting to play to your strengths. You're starting to. You're just starting to. You're reserving energy, and you're allowing things to happen, and you're striking while the iron's hot. You're understanding, I'm going to build these skills. I'm going to think about more ways to make money. I'm going to think about if you want a successful soul connecting relationship that actually works, that's not a false one, that's like real, and you go for it, that you're thinking, how do I resolve conflicts? You're learning about that now. You're not waiting until you're in it and then fuck up. You're just learning about that now. Every situation you find yourself in, you're learning how to do that now. So it doesn't matter what the physical looks like. It doesn't matter like if that person is around you or not. Or even if you know them or not. It's like you this is the thing. You're putting yourself in the position to step into something that you're wanting to create. So you're looking up, how do I understand myself, first of all? And then I know, okay, I know I have to understand myself, but I know that relationships are a great way that I can learn more about myself. And you might be in your own timing, like you have to, see where you're at. But relationships, it teaches me boundaries. I need somebody that I can learn boundaries with. I need somebody, like, you see what I'm saying? Like you're envisioning yourself wanting connection, and you are creating that, but everything just feels off. But are you really stepping into that vibration to where you know how to handle a conflict? You know how to handle your triggers. And some are harder than others to fucking handle, and you do everything that you can, but I'm just saying, you're getting more serious about it. When something's coming up for you, it's very serious. It's serious in the way where you need to validate yourself, because if you're not validating yourself, you're going to blame somebody else. It doesn't matter how terrible you're feeling. They don't deserve you to blame them, because they have their own reality going on. And it's a completely different perception than what's happening for you. So to find the truth of a matter, and to find the truth in a conflict, or into something a conflict is an area to grow anyway. So it's not like it is a tower moment sometimes, but it's not like it doesn't feel good, but it's an area to grow. When you work out and you're growing muscles, it hurts, but it's a challenge, and you're knowing what to expect because you're willing to go to the gym, you're willing to repair your muscles, you're willing to do the recovery necessary, you're willing to stretch, you're willing to get massages, you're willing to go use your massage gun, you're willing to put icy hot on your shit. You're willing to do certain muscle groups so you're not overloading yourself. You're willing to give yourself rest and days off. So it's just you're understanding what the fuck you're doing. So when you're entering a relationship, you're understanding what that entails, and you like that. But you're also gaining skills to have that. And not only romantic relationships, I'm talking about friendships, I'm talking about business relationships. What makes people feel good? How do you build relationships? How do you build connections that are not based on manipulation? I thought I had to be a freaking hard-ass salesperson, and that's how I got this money, and that's how I got... Well, you don't realize that abundance is in connections, too. So if you're really good and you have money, and you're really good at one thing, and you have that, but you don't have connections, you don't have a network, that's really hard. That's really hard on you. So it's like learning about how to interact with other people in a way that you're not manipulating to get what you want, because you're doing your inner work, because you're being authentic, and you're gonna find the people that will work well with you when you're being that way, and I'm not perfect. I freak out, but it's a core wound that I could barely handle myself, and I didn't even know what the fuck to do. That's when those things happen, so it's just learning, and then doing that core work to learn where are those soft spots for you? What is it that are you feeling invalidated? Because then that would be a red flag to say, hey, don't keep opening up to a person that's not going to reciprocate anything that you're doing. You know what I mean? So it's you're learning all these things, and you're learning your own specific attachment style. You're learning limerence, love, lust. You're learning about these things. You're understanding, oh, I have a responsibility in my own being to understand, I've been through some crazy ass motherfucking shit with my parents, with your parents, your upbringing, sexual abuse. I feel really heavy on the sexual abuse. There's nothing wrong with you because that happened. You understand that. You need so much validation. When you're having, it's probably extra confusing for you. Because you might confuse, and this might be hard to hear, I'm sorry, but it's something that you need to know so that you actually can create real connection in your life. You might confuse feelings with love. You might confuse sex and sexual energy with love, and attraction with safety. Like you actually have to do this like deep work to like see, oh wow, I didn't even think I didn't even know any of this existed. Like the way somatically what I'm feeling, I did not understand what limerence was, which is like a fantasy of that you're physically like you're emotionally getting like just look it up, but like it's basically like you're emotionally getting validation in like a fake fantasy way, not in like a real way. Like actual love would be validating each other's emotions. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like you're seeing, oh, I see you for what you're expressing, and this is my perspective. And if not that you're saying you're wrong, but it's just you're saying this is my perspective. I hear and feel what you're saying. This is my perspective. Well, after there's like a whole bunch of things that you can do, but basically an example would be like perspective and like emotional hurt. The one person is going to go, I see that you're emotionally hurt. It's getting complicated, but like I'm saying, okay, how about a perspective, emotional hurt, and then that one tries to hurt the other one, consciously or unconsciously, and now they're both emotionally hurt. Well, the first thing the first person should have done was feel, and recognize I'm having a reaction. This is not anybody else's feeling. This is my feeling. Why? What is there? Like, honestly, to get a clear idea of what's going on before bringing something up. And it doesn't matter, like, if you just, like, don't quite know what's going on, you don't have to, like, engage in a scared way or, like, in a heightened way. Like, you don't have to engage. Even in work, you don't have to engage in a heightened way. You say, I need a day. I need, like, a couple of days. Like, I need, in order to save the integrity, it's like damage control. In order to save and care, actually care, I'm going to recognize where I'm at internally myself and what happened for me. And then when you do come together to make a I was going to say make a complaint, but express your perspective, it's really important that both people feel validated in their emotions at that time too. So I'm just saying that that's the underlying thing for everything. Like there's a high importance on you validating your own emotions first. And then this is also a teal swan process to not get over, but just like heal inner child wounds. And this is how you do it. And this is how we do it in communion with other people. It's, I know that I'm myself. So anything you say is a reflection of you. Yes, what you're saying, because you're a reflection of me also, is going to spark anything that's being sparked within me is, I have a wound there. I have a wound there. And especially the bigger the reaction, the bigger the wound, the bigger the hurt was. So I have to understand, there's a wound here for me. And that's valid. And also for the other person, they have to understand that. And then once you can understand that for yourself, you can understand that for the other person, and you can see that perspective. And you don't always get the validation that you want, but is it like, what are you making this mean about you when this person reacts this way towards me? Does it mean you're worthless? Does it mean you're not worthy of love? Does it mean, what are the beliefs that are coming up? Because that's actually what you believe about yourself. And I didn't mean to make it like a harsh way, but it's like, we have to see, this is like the fundamentality, the foundation of emotional closeness. And the bedrock of that is validating emotions. Like, you don't have to agree with what their whole perspective is saying, because there could be incongruences in there. No, that's not correct. I did this, but the feeling that they're feeling can't be bargained with, because they're feeling, they might not even have the right words to express like what is going on, but they are having a feeling, they're having a reaction. So when someone's having that, especially like in a less severe thing, like even at work, if it's like someone's really, really upset, you want to you want to hear them, but like really hear them, like understand, because you are self-centered. You are okay within yourself to go, I care. I want to hear what you're saying. I want to hear what you're saying, and I want to understand you. I want to understand what you're saying. You know? And that may be a difference of opinion, but I want to understand it. That's the foundation of like good friendships, good relationships, complaints, like, you know, and then what can I do so I can understand you and you can understand me and why I did something. That's like, you know, and then eventually, yeah, you both people have to be understanding. Both people have to be willing to understand. So I don't know, it's just like, that is something that I've been learning this entire year in a bunch of different situations. And it's like, because my goal is to have a healthy, real deep connections with my friends, my family, my romantic relationships, a partnership one day, and a family of my own one day. So it's like, I really care. I really want to get good. I'm not going to waste another portion, a big chunk of my life because I don't have the skills and I don't know what to do. It's like, no, I fucked up for years. So I don't, you know, it's not all my fault, but it's like, I learned things for years. I saw how I was literally broken for a while, and that's why things didn't work, because I wasn't willing to be vulnerable. I didn't want to listen and express. I just wanted my needs met because I wasn't meeting my own. And then I thought having a partner that we have interests in the same thing, and if they're in love with me, then we gotta be together. But that may not be the best situation. It may be more loving to get space. It may be more loving to just not pursue like that sort of relationship if you're not in the space of understanding you can handle that right now. So I don't know. There's things that you want, and you're on the way to getting it, and you see this new version of yourself, and it's pulling you forward, but you feel all the old. And I just want to tell you, it is like a painting. It is like a painting. Like before the artists, and it's funny because I love how artists are. They're just, you know, like they have a lot of stuff going on. Honestly, a lot of artists have a lot of stuff going on. And before they start something, it's already created. It's just the process of it creating, like say it's a painting, is messy. The process of it is a whole process. You got to figure out the canvas size. You got to figure out what they want. You got to figure out what is trying to come through you. You got to actually do the work. You got to like see, I dated an artist, and it was like, yo, there's so much going into this painting. Like everyone would have no idea like that if you didn't do it yourself or see it done. And there's a lot of problem solving and working on things, and like, oh, what would this material do better with this material, color theory, all this stuff. Like it's not just, it's a science project. It's a painting. And that's what you're doing with your life. But it's beautiful because it's a painting. It's not like a project that's like just numbers or something that you don't connect with emotionally. It's like, it's your life. So I just encourage you to like take those little steps and take those little adventures and learn about new things and step into the version of you that you already want, but you are becoming. Research that stuff now. Be that now. Try those things now. You can do belief exercises, relationship exercises, and all that stuff with your friends. You can get good at them now. And then when you're in that vibration, that's when I met my previous partner. That's when you meet people. You're in the work. You're doing, it's like meeting someone at a sport. It's like you're doing the same things that you like to do. You want real connection. And I'm seeing how to create it. I've met thousands of people over my life, and I'm gonna meet hundreds of thousands more. Hopefully, I want to meet so many people because I want to understand humans. I want to understand connection, and I know that you want that too. A lot of people want that. So I'm just saying you're doing it. It's just a painting, and it's one of series of paintings, and there's so much going on. But just focus on the colors, focus on the process. I love you guys. And we got green heart energy because you're not alone. Everyone's acting and thinking this way before they manifest their desires and as they manifest them. Like, just, you're not alone. You will have what you need and want. You will create more situations. You will have everything you want, okay? You just are learning how to be that and step into that. And you're releasing so much old shit that you know didn't work. You're releasing the shit that didn't work. It just takes time to release that, to form new habits. All right? Love you guys. 111 I just saw. Bye.